first graders. The book that I'm going to read to you today is called Game Time, and it is a math book that has real information about time. That's what it's teaching you about, but it's telling you about it through a fictional story. So there's still characters, setting, and all of the elements of a fictional book, but it does have real math information about it. So it's called Game Time, and it is written by Stuart J. Murphy and illustrated by Cynthia J. Barr. So the first page is kind of just telling you everything with clocks and how there's different sections, and 30 minutes is half hour. There's also a quarter hour or 3/4 of an hour, and 60 minutes is 1 hour. And then it tells you 24 hours is one day, 7 days is in a week. So kind of teaching you real information about time. Game time. Just before practice on Saturday, a group of girls passed by the soccer field and yelled out, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we think is really great? The Falcons! Maria, Rebecca, and Ashley were heading to the locker room with Oliver. They yelled back, Huskies! Huskies! We're the best! We're going to put you to the test. So they're already the Falcons and the Huskies. And they're going to go against each other, I think. The big soccer game between the Falcons and the Huskies was just 1 week away. Last year, the Falcons were the league champions. We can beat them this year, said Rebecca. Then we'll be the champions. We have the best mascot, said Ashley. She gave Oliver a big hug. It's already October 7th, said Maria. We only have 7 more days. We'll have to practice really hard. So look at, they're telling time with the calendar, and they're looking at the days of a week. 1 week is 7 days. And they know that they only have a week till the game. All week long, the Huskies practiced dribbling, passing, and scoring. Oliver came to every practice. Finally, it was Friday. The championship game was just 1 day away. Don't worry, said Rebecca. In 24 hours, the game will be over and we'll be league champs. Right, Oliver? Asked Ashley. Woof, agreed Oliver. So look at, they're crossing off the days, and they circled the 14th. That's the day of the game. 24 hours is how long? 1 day. On Saturday morning, Rebecca, Ashley, and Maria hurried down to the soccer field to meet Coach Russo and the rest of the team. Oliver came with them. They got there at 9 o'clock, and the game started at 10 o'clock. They had an hour to warm up. The Falcons were already there. They looked tough. They looked good. They looked really good. In 60 minutes, we'll be Falcon food, said Maria, moaned. So look, 1 hour is 60 minutes. You guys know this. You know how to tell time. You know that if it goes all the way around the clock from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, that's 60 whole minutes, especially if you count by fives. After both teams stretched and warmed up, Jake, the referee, arrived. It was 10 o'clock. Jake looked at his watch and yelled, Game time! Both teams were ready for the kickoff. Oliver galloped up and down the sidelines. So look, it's 0 to 0. It's 10 o'clock. They got 60 minutes of playtime. The two teams dribbled and passed the ball up and down the field for almost a quarter of an hour. No one scored. Then one of the Falcons broke away and ran for the goal. Maria did her best to block the goal, but it was too late. The Falcons scored the first goal. Jake blew his whistle and the first period was over. Already 15 minutes had gone by. So this is showing you a fraction. 1 out of 4 is 15 minutes. Just 5 minutes into the second period, a teammate passed the ball to Rebecca. With a quick kick, Rebecca sent the ball flying past the Falcon goalie. So look, now there were 2 minutes to go in the second period. One of the Falcons got the ball again. It was almost halftime. They had been playing for nearly 30 minutes. Ashley tried to steal the ball back, but the Falcon kicked it past her right into the goal. So look at Falcons 2, Huskies 1. And it's been 30 minutes. Halftime! Jake yelled. Half an hour was gone, and the score was Falcons 2, Huskies 1. So half the game is gone, and half of the time is up. So they started with 60 minutes, and now it's halftime. So that means 30 minutes have passed, and they have 30 minutes left. The two teams ran off of the field for a 15-minute break. They're eating snacks, they're drinking water, making sure that they're getting ready for the next quarter. While they rested and drank lots of water, Coach Russo gave everybody orange slices to eat. He even had a dog biscuit for Oliver. They've got us beat, Maria said, sighing. We'll never get to be champions. Now, should Maria be saying negative self-talk to herself like that? No. The game is half over, but they still have half left. So they still have a chance. If there's 30 minutes, that's a lot of time. We can still do it, said Rebecca. Remember our cheer? Huskies, Huskies, we're the best. We're going to put you to the test. The whole team shouted. Oliver barked along. Your 15 minutes are up, hollered Jake. They rushed back to the field. You can do it, woof woof, says Oliver. Both teams were playing good defense, and 15 minutes passed without a goal. Oliver watched from the sidelines. 45 minutes had passed, which is 3/4 of an hour, 3/4. It's 45 minutes. It's if you cut the clock into fourths, it's 3/4. So it's almost a full hour, but there's 15 minutes left. Jake blew his whistle to announce that the third period was over. They had been playing for 45 minutes, and the Falcons were still in the lead. This is their final chance, the last 15 minutes of the game. As the fourth period began, Rebecca yelled, "This is our last chance!" "Go, Huskies, go!" Ashley shouted. Oliver barked and barked. For most of the period, no one could score. Then Ashley got the ball and headed it to Rebecca. Headed it. She literally headed it. Rebecca turned, got the ball, and kicked it right into the goal. Tied game, yelled Jake. There's 1 minute to go. What do you think? I think the Huskies are going to win because they're telling themselves we can do it. They're being encouraging. There's 1 minute left. The Falcons had the ball again, but Rebecca rushed in and stole it. She took off down the field. Already 45 seconds, the last minute were gone. Coach Russo ran to the sidelines. The crowd counted down the seconds as Rebecca ran. 15, 14, 13, 12. There she is. Rebecca got ready to kick the ball, but suddenly a Falcon blocked her shot. There was no way she could make the goal. 11, 10, 9, the crowd yelled. Quickly, Rebecca passed the ball to Maria, and Maria kicked it into the Falcons' net to score. Nice. She knew that she couldn't make the goal, but she could pass it. Huskies win! Huskies win! Cheered the team. The Huskies shook hands with the Falcons, And then they charged off the field. The Huskies were finally the champs. We did it! Yay! High fives all around. This is what happens when you use teamwork and you practice and you make goals. Good job. So this just tells you more information about time. I told you this was going to be a big game. And then it tells you that clock is broken into 4 sections. And it's kind of like a fraction. So like 1/4 is 15 minutes. Half, which is 2/4, half the clock is 30 minutes. And then 3/4, if you have 3 sections of the clock, that means that there has been 45 minutes that passed, and the whole clock is 60 minutes, which would be 4/4. So this is good information. It is kind of real. The information about time is real. But other than that, it's a fake story about the team winning the game. So I hope you guys like that and keep looking at clocks and telling time and thinking about how you use time in your life. Bye, guys.